Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's February 20th, Wednesday morning, and grain markets mixed here again today. We got soybeans stronger, up about 12 cents as we speak in the old crop soybeans, and a lot of that is due to follow-through buying, excitement over China buying soybeans after they've come back from holiday. We've heard yesterday that they bought 2 cargoes. The USDA announced that. There's talk on the news wires that they may have bought as much as 7 cargoes since they came back here from holiday. So that export demand, and you combine that with the crush that we've seen here in the U.S., demand for soybean oil and meal recently has traders very excited that we will not be able to meet the ending stocks that the USDA put out here a week or so ago, that we're going to need to cut demand and crush sharply here in the next quarter of the year. And that's what trade is counting on right now. And also spreading is a big part of the action that we've seen. Yesterday the focus was buying beans, selling wheat. We think that this morning there's some buying beans, selling corn kind of attitude, buying old crop soybeans, selling new crop beans. Those are things that are in a lighter volume market like we're seeing here recently. Spreaders can move this thing around, and I think that's certainly a key to some of the price activity that we've seen yesterday and today. China's soybeans were up 11 cents, so not nearly as much of a gain there as the U.S. market yesterday. So just sends a kind of a warning shot that either they need to rally or we maybe have gained too much in one day. So we'll watch that very closely. There's also rumors that China bought 350,000 tons of wheat from the U.S. There's been no announcement on that. We'll be watching at 8 o'clock to see if the USDA does give us any numbers or any sales of wheat, but that certainly hasn't helped the wheat market. The wheat market is, I think, focusing on the winter storm that's developing out in the plains that should give as much as a ½ an inch of moisture in most areas and even more in others, and that is weighing on the wheat complex here this morning. The USDA Ag Forum that's been talked about here for a month is finally getting close. It'll be this Thursday, Friday in Washington, D.C., and trade's going to be watching that closely to give an indication of what the USDA might think is their trend yield this year. What kind of yield will the USDA use in their data? How many planted acres will they have? And for both corn, soybeans, cotton is another market that'll be watched very closely here as we get into Friday. The USDA is expected to release their data before they give their report on Friday, so it likely will come out early Friday morning what their estimates and what their data is suggesting for this year. March option expiration on Friday, so if you got any of those, make sure you call your broker and adjust accordingly. The lineup of ships that we have in South America is also a factor in supporting U.S. old crop beans. That lineup continues. There's problems with the dock workers in Brazil. Yesterday it was that they boarded a ship that was delivering highly mechanized cranes to help unload and load ships, that they were afraid that they will lose jobs because of this, so they've tried to stop the unloading of those new cranes that'll be put in place later on. So that dock worker situation in Brazil is going to continue to be a headache for Brazil, and it will continue to be supportive for U.S. cargoes here as we go forward. In the livestock trade, cutout values there yesterday in the cattle were up 52 in choice, up 48 in select. Hog cutout values were up 148. So we're seeing a little better interest in product. We still have got demand issues. China yesterday talking about the guarantee by the U.S. that it's free of any type of problem. So that's going to be monitored very closely, and any kind of aberration that we have right now in the demand side of the equation for meat is causing weakness. But we think that overall here in the next several weeks to month that the livestock industry has got some much more exciting times as we get into a marketing hole when it comes to market-ready cattle and hogs as we go forward. So stay in touch with Allendale's research. We'll keep you informed the best we can. If you got any questions, give us a call at 800-262-7538. We wish everybody a very successful trading day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.